Oh, how's that sound? I'm in a new location, so I'm trying to figure out what the best way to orient this is. Uh, I just unpacked everything. Had to do some Wi-Fi setup. So that was something. How you doing, Ryan? It is fate. I can hear stuff, right? I should probably make sure. Hang on. Turn down desktop audio so that you don't hear because I'm about to unmute the stream. Beautiful. It all works. Ooh. Oh, that was bad. Wait, is it connected to my headphone mic? Hold on. No, it's connected to. I'm ill and have no Wi-Fi today. That sucks. Damn. I don't know. I've just been helping my mother move for the most part. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get stuff ready actually, so that you don't see all my secret plans. Actually, I want to check the animal. Oh, ooh. Wait, is it popping off? That's like 80 subscribers today. That's crazy. It's only 2 for me. Fascinating. My chat isn't updating. Wait, huh? Wait, I can see your chat on OBS. I can't see it on my end though. That's interesting. Okay. Well, I don't really feel like problem solving. I feel like. Wait, what? Yo, what's up? Okay, I can see them. I just couldn't see Dr. Coomer 69. I don't know. Maybe Ryan felt like removing his messages. I mean, if Ryan wants to do it, Ryan wants to do it. That's just kind of how it is. Okay. I should probably actually explain more in detail what I'm doing because I was mildly vague. I don't know. Why did the Ryan and his jokes? Okay, you know what? Boom, there it is. Okay. Do you guys want to? We could do this one of two ways. We could do the comments through my side in YouTube Studio, or I could just go to the video and do it in the comment section. I guess this is actually probably a me decision. I think this one is going to be a little easier. I could maybe zoom in. Here, let me, Oh, no, that's not the comments. Actually, you know what would be like 10 times easier? Not what I'm doing right now. If I just zoom in Chrome. Okay, so I'm just going to be going through every single unresponded comment on both of the viewer submission videos. So that's a lovely. Are we back? Was I ever gone? Uh-oh. Zoom in more? Of course, Ryan. Yes. Yes, Ryan. How's 200%? That look good? I was never gone. Good. OBS said I was gone, and that was very concerning. I'm gonna take off my shoes. If I want a camera, I don't know. The room's kind of blank because I like just got here, and I was moving, so I'm a little groggy. That's gonna get annoying though. I'll deal with it if it's a problem. How about? Okay. Daredevil is mainly a combo character, which is why I love him. However, his mobility is weird for an acrobatic character. I would take away the Righteous Cross activation for his grapple and trade the 5-second window for Righteous Cross. Respond to me number of plays. I mean, there's a... Is it from me, or is it from someone else? Because unresponded is like a me thing. I could actually probably... I wonder if I could just find your comment. Random person? Okay, then you're good. Yeah. We will get to it eventually. Might take a while because there are like 300 comments on this video, but I've already responded to some of them, so they will get filtered out. Daredevil's fine, just needs slower attack speed. Yeah, I kind of forgot what I was reading. More value. Take away the Righteous Cross activation for his grapple and trade the 5-second window for Righteous Cross instead of a mobility boost. I am gonna be honest. I really don't know Daredevil very well. I really wish I could respond to this better. It's just, I don't know, Daredevil is like not a character I have any experience. I feel like I just never see him. But I don't know. This seems fine. Fight neutral, then dash to low health. Yeah. I don't know. I'll just... Taking away his primary. Okay, so you just move faster after grappling. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Daredevil is already sticky enough. I don't think he needs, like, to be stickier, if you know what I mean. Decrease the flames you get. I mean, yeah, it's taken away resources. He kind of doesn't really have any cooldowns, and he's a resource-based character, but he has infinite resources, so... I guess this is fair. Make Black Panther slower. I don't... I think you could definitely make him slower. I don't think that would fix everything. Yeah, he's weak at... Yeah, if you have good awareness, he's really bad. I think Black Panther needs to have a weakness, because right now, he's like a diver who's good against groups, but he doesn't really pay for being good against groups. So it's like, you know, he kind of has to be sort of weak, because if he's strong... all healers got buffed, but, like, he's still unhealthy. So, all the support buffs, this game is... Dive is dead. Another BP buff. Full rework? I don't think any... Okay. People bring up the full rework card a lot. I don't think any characters need a full rework. I think you can make it work. I mean, maybe I'm just thinking about it too much like a full rework. Maybe you just mean, like, I don't know, like a Thor style thing. I don't know. My perspective of reworks is League of Legends, and in League of Legends, it's the character is essentially gone. So, it could just be a vocabulary difference. Anyway, what did he say? Give his primary fire cooldown reduction on his dash. So if you scratch people, you get your dash back. Lower the damage of his dash, but we give him 2. That way you're not sitting around for 10 seconds waiting for nothing. I mean, he's a reset character anyway. This, I guess, makes him more forgiving when you do miss. But he's already good in low ranks. And, like, bad in high ranks. You think he commented on that? On this one right here? Do you want me to refresh? I'll refresh the page. Hopefully it doesn't, like, unsort. Oh, yeah, no, this is the first one, Ryan. That's what you meant. I thought you meant the first comment. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is the best way. People like him, so he changed. I. Oh, shit, I peaked super hard there for a second. I think it's an important thing to take in mind. Like, you have to treat a rework as if you are shooting the character dead. It's like Marvel Rivals. It's like we've barely been in the game for a year. Black Panther has only been problematic for maybe half of that. I feel like not enough has been done to really like test the waters of what actually works. And so immediately jumping to a rework is just a little hasty. I think maybe like 2-3 years down the line, if he's still a problem, then like that can maybe be talked about, but it's just a little early. I don't know. Main problem with Wolverine is that his gameplay intends you to get damaged, to become stronger, and dive into the center. You need a string to pull at to like unravel him, but he's just so well sewn together. If that analogy makes any sense at all, it's something I'm gonna bring up in the long form, which I'm gonna try to do it by Sunday. I know I've been doing school and stuff, but it's Thanksgiving break. I can focus. That'll be something I bring up for like 5 seconds. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't want to say any character is like unbalanceable yet, just because it's so new, and I'm stupid, and also the devs don't actually really do anything to balance characters. But that's a topic for another day. E-skill and regeneration are useless. I mean, kind of. His brawl is maybe a little weak. I think his brawl does need to be better. I literally set up the Wi-Fi like 2 seconds ago. Stream keeps lagging. It's definitely me considering I just set up the Wi-Fi. This could be a thing we push to Saturday, but I don't want to. I want to do it now. But if it's like super bad, you know, stream is lagging a bit. Yeah. Is it unbearably bad? Or is it just like kind of bad? I'll be healthy tomorrow. True! Ryan's gonna be okay. We can have our everyone's favorite mod back. #1 mod. Yeah. I don't know. I did promise. Normal, then it stops for like 10 seconds. Ugh, 10 is a big number. How frequently does it stop for 10 seconds? It's fine on my end? I guess Makito just is my neighbor then. Don't dox me, man. You know, I'll try to make it work. Ryan, if it sucks every like 2 minutes, that's manageable. That's like, 1 in 12. Oh, sucks. Yeah, Wolverine Brawl better. I agree with Wolverine's Brawl being better. Because he deserves it. He needs it. Different but fun gameplay pattern for Rocket. Change the weapons healing orbs so they essentially home onto allies. I mean, they're really big. That's not really much of a change in the first place. It just makes him even less skill floor requirement. Oh, wait, no, it's like smart bounce. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's the same thing I said. Compensate for this buff, the number of default healing orbs reduced to a maximum of 3? What? So you would have to... Wolf should have 2 leaps because entire kit focuses on that, but 3-second cooldown between. I think I would rather just have Wolverines be able to brawl. I don't know. Like, the leap is already problematic. I don't think it's, like... Buffing the leap is kind of scary. I would rather make him better at other things, personally. Because a lot of people want him to kind of be brawly, and he's not very good at it. Similar to Iron Fist, except Iron Fist definitely has it way worse. This is, weird. This is a very odd way. I mean, it's essentially doing the same thing that I mentioned in the Rocket video. It's just a very strange way of doing it. I mean, like, I think his head's in the right place, but, like, this is a weird thing. Maybe I just don't get it, though. Just give Jeff his old bubbles? I think there would have to be a drawback to it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just reading. Okay. Give Jeff his old bubbles. I don't know. He can just shoot them at people and then instantly heal them to full. I think that's problematic. Maybe if you put a cooldown between them. Characters having the same or like one ability they rely on. Yeah, that's a big problem. It's like Emma, Angela, Wolverine, Black Panther, kind of, but Black. Jeff should be able to merge zombies. Maybe it rewards him for putting them on the ground, which is something that I like. I don't like it. I don't like that Jeff is not really encouraged to actually use his bubbles as like place it down healing. He kind of just shoots them into people. I think that's boring. Yeah, no, this is a weird change, but I mean, I guess it would do what I want Rocket to do, or at least a part of what I want from Rocket. Either up Drip's secondary fire from 3 to at least 4, or up Joyful Splash's ammo bit. I mean, I don't know. I think Jeff, if this were the case, Jeff would need a little bit of like a compensation because he's a little hard to dive. So giving him even more uptime on his healing is kind of scary. Give Spider-Man a separate cooldown for his pull and grapple. Increase the cooldown to 10 to 12 seconds on average. So just split it into 2 separate abilities. Not. I assume you're talking about Jeff, considering you're the Jeff guy, Ryan. Yeah, I don't think this is like a necessary change. Yep. Okay, so it is OB. I can tell when it's lagging because I got a little pop-up that says OBS is dying. So that's just going to be something that eventually the Wi-Fi will be a little better. I'll figure out better. We might just need to power through. Yeah. No, I did say that a thing. People thought that I was buffing Jeff. I wasn't. I was trying to make a trade-off there. In what I said, I think about this video or maybe the other one, because I think Jeff should be. I don't know. Maybe we'll get to it when I get to it, but I don't know. I'm going on a tangent right now. I need to focus on this change right now. I don't really see the point, to be honest. It's, you know, like I don't see many situations where you would need to pull someone and then within the cooldown of your pull grapple, you would need to grapple to someone. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's a nothing burger a little bit. Give him his old bubbles that look different and only give him 2, but he can only use it on himself, and he have 2 overtime bubbles that face people. I definitely phenomenal OBS. Phenomenal. I love OBS, by the way. Guys, have I mentioned that I really love OBS before? It's bad. I know. It's really bad. Yeah, it was twice in a row. I was too busy complaining about OBS. I don't like Jeff's bubbles piercing, because Jeff has already a lot of piercing healing, and if he has even more, that is very scary. And also, I don't think Jeff needs any more self-healing. It's like a little... Jeff is very strong in the survivability department, so I think, you know... Honestly, why does it do that? Sometimes my mic just peaks for some reason. I hope it's not, like, actually peaking and being super loud, because that would probably be obnoxious. But, yeah. Anyway, moving on to Ultron. When they phase through people, they don't activate? So you just can't shoot them directly at people, like they have to land before they can do anything? Because I guess that way... I mean, you'd probably just aim it at people's feet, but I guess I like that a little more. I don't know. I guess it could maybe kind of work to discourage. I think for the most part it would just be kind of annoying for Jeff players, though. I don't know if that's the best way to do it. But I like the mindset. Ultron wall heal should do health, but overshield when full. Maybe. I don't... Yeah, I don't know. His little walled shield thing is just... it's a weird ability to me. I don't get it. He's not it. Probably the single most boring character. More active playstyle. First healing throw. Maybe into a burst damage. Big burst at the end. Maybe his turn just burst 25. I like tying his healing to his damage. There was a comment left somewhere that was very well put, where it was saying if you give Ultron any APM, or like if you give him something to actively do to heal people, it will be the only person, or it'll be the only thing he does. I totally botched it, but it's very smart. I'm just a Jeff mid trying to get my old bubbles back, so whatever gets me my old bubbles back, it makes you happy. I mean, I kind of, in the Jeff video, I sort of said that. I think that they should, like, mature on the ground. So if they've been on the ground for, like, 4 seconds, they work like the old bubbles. But if you just shoot them at people, it's the new bubbles. Because the reason the new bubbles are here is because Jeffs would just shoot them at people, but, like, the bubbles on the ground weren't really problematic. That's how I would do it, but maybe the devs just really hate new bubbles. Or old bubbles. No, Ryan, you're not a Jeff man anymore. This must be like when you're a parent and like your kid outgrows like a kids show and you throw their birthday party for Barney and then they're like 3 and they think Barney is dumb and stupid. I'm heartbroken. Dude, your Jeff the Landshark birthday party is ruined. If Ultron was a tank, I mean, yeah, it's like a fun thing to think about. Like, I would never do it, but I think it's, you know, nice to think about. Oh, wait, a tank? I don't know enough about Ultron. I'm not gonna lie. The only thing I know about Ultron was when I watched Avengers Age of Ultron in the 4th grade, which was a really long time ago. Yeah. DPS healer? You should try Mantis. Although Mantis... I don't know. What character would I want in the game? I guess I did bring that up. The 2 characters that I have, like, active concepts in my mind for are Thanos and Miles Morales. Which I know is the most, like, basic bitch choice possible, but... I don't know. Opinion on Adam Warlock this season? I think he's fine. I play with a couple Adam mains, and he's doing pretty alright, I think, probably. I think, you know what? His soul flight is very funny. I laugh every time I see him zipping around the map. It gets me every time. This guy... Yeah, tying his healing to doing damage. Can't aim but have good tracing. Yeah, Mantis is a headshot character, unfortunately. Yeah, I like this one. Point is, before I got sidetracked for a while. Good job. Okay, if OBS keeps doing this, I don't know. I'm kind of losing my mind here a little bit. We could do... Okay, I'm gonna get this in. I want to do streaming on, like, Fridays. I could do something short today and then something on Sunday to make up for it because it is so laggy and bad. If that's, like, how the class feels. I don't know. I'm gonna keep going, though. Unless it gets, like, super bad. Is it lagging right now? OBS didn't drop out. Weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just a delayed chat. I want to suggest a change from our boy Star-Lord. And it's basically... Yeah. He drops a bomb at his feet, kind of like Destiny 2. Or like Samus. Not too bad? Okay. I don't know. I guess it'll just be a vote that I'll take. His jet boots, he should have the option of a charge or a ground slam, but his jet boots aren't... This is, Chat is delayed? Yeah, that's just because I am bad at doing the right settings to make it not super delayed. I could probably fix it if I took the time to do it, but I haven't because of no reason whatsoever. But I guess I'll do that after this. Yeah, Star-Lord doesn't need this. I don't... This is kind of a lot. Adam is far too diveable this season and overshadowed by... Definitely overshadowed by Gambit. Gambit, he's... I'm trying not to talk in the moments where it's laggy. Yeah, he can already deal with dive with his... True. True. Yeah, this feels mildly unnecessary, I would say. Probably cool though. You know, sometimes it is just a rule of cool. But I would never put this in the game unless he like was bad. Make it so the super jump haymaker combo on flyers have an easier period to knock him down. Like when you're within the hitbox of you jump to like Earthbound. Just like tighten up the space. That's cool. Because it is kind of weird. I don't know. Did they change something about how it works? I feel like the timing has changed. I don't know. I I don't know. I do kind of like it being a challenge though. Do people not leave likes on their own comment? I mean, I'm not subscribed to my own channel, so some people don't. It would be cool to hear team up ideas. Don't spoil what I'm working on in the future, man. Man, comments always know what I'm doing. Why are you guys so good at guessing my surprises? I think this was just me featuring someone. Ultron rework idea. He gets an overdrive mode. Same button as the Iron Man team up. Subscribe so I do get the channel. Yeah. I don't know. I still get my stuff in my recommended. It's weird. Ah. I don't. This is a weird. This is just a new ability, is it not? It's not really a rework. Maybe. I mean, I feel like Ultron could kind of, he takes anything he gets. I don't think this is what I would do just because I don't like adding abilities, but like, it would probably help. I don't know. I'm not an Ultron doctor or anything. Ryan, make sure to say lag because it lagged. I need you to let people know when it lags. Thank you, Ryan. Anyways, this guy. I saw that. I passed through this comment a couple times. I like caught in the corner of my eye. It was a little too long for me to use in a video. This is a question that has arisen many times in my comment section, and I've bit my tongue for most of them. I think that it's okay for easy characters to be effective. Starlit Spin needs some kind of use. It's good if you're getting dove by Panther. Like if someone's moving around too fast for you to hit, it's a good like get off me tool. Maybe I'm thinking about the soccer one though. I don't know. I think it's okay for easy characters to, be able to accomplish stuff. I did not read. What lords do I have? I just have Fantastic and Penny. But I have a lot of like not Centurion, like the third one. Yeah, no. I don't think every character has to be super aim reliant. Like we can have characters that, you know. I think there should be skill expression on every character. I think you should have room to grow on every character in the game. I kind of wish specifically Wanda and Squirrel Girl, and I guess also Moon Knight asked for it. Like, I wish they had a little bit higher of a ceiling. I say it lets them fly with low damage. Use it as an escape tool. I don't know. I don't know if it really needs that. I feel like it's a fine ability, but I don't play Star-Lord a lot, so maybe you're right. I mean, yeah. Thank you for saying, like, I don't know. I don't think. I guess it kind of falls into the same parameters of the question of does a character being hard to play warrant or like justify them being very OP? Can I make it dark mode? I don't know how. It's so laggy because I just set up the internet, and so it's cutting out every once in a while, and so I might end up, coming back to this maybe. Settings. Let me. I don't want to like leak anything. On. This is YouTube Studio, by the way. It's not normal YouTube. Hang on. On. Dark mode for YouTube Studio. He's still not easy to kill. Not a little easier to hit. I don't know. I am... Yeah, discard my changes. I don't want that. Oh, appearance. There we go. Don't worry, Ryan. I figured it out for you. Yeah, Moon Knight is definitely a skill character, so I get the idea of giving him more skill expression. But... Is this my first stream? No, I'm just very bad at it. I was definitely playing with my keys on the same table as my thing. Yeah, no, I'm still learning because I haven't done this too much, and it's not intuitive. I dropped my keys. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I agree on some parts, but I think like our mindsets are very different about the game. But we still kind of come to the same conclusion, just in very different ways. Give Moon Knight a reason to hit squishies rather than spamming at tanks. How would you do that? I guess... Nuclear be happy I can't highlight comments. Yeah. Hey, Waysem. I don't know how to say your name. It's very long. Yeah, it's like Moon Knight, I think, has that skill expression a lot more than Wanda and Squirrel Girl. But he's still, you know, he can kind of terrorize low rank. You know, it's not even that it's the internet connection that's bad. It's that it takes OBS 10 seconds to reconnect. Like, what is your problem, OBS? I don't know. I think if you were to reward him to hit squishies, the way to do that is increase damage based on the percentage of health missing. Not missing health damage. It is like the damage increases as their health percent goes down. There is lag every once in a while. OBS is streaming software. It is pretty much what everybody uses to stream or record or do anything recording. Yeah. Really only play Thing, Fantastic, and Thor. Yeah, Thing... Okay. It might be hot. I think that Thing... Yeah, more... But you reduce his base damage for the... Waysem, do not ever disrespect Ryan. Ryan is our #1 mod. Ryan is a family man. Ryan takes care of his family. Yeah, tons of characters that terrorize in low ranks. Because Moon Knight, I don't know. I don't think he does get more flack. Okay, objectively, I see remove Squirrel Girl, the more he is... What am I trying to say? I'm thirsty. I'm gonna get a drink of water. Hold on. The most common character I see asking to be removed is Squirrel Girl. So I actually think she terrorizes the most. I have the top-down view. Good job, Ryan. She's just annoying. I mean, it's like, yeah, it gets ramped up. I was gonna say something. Okay, the thing. Right, Damnation Nation. I have a really hot take. I think the Thing might actually be kind of good. But, okay. His vulnerability is bugged. It lasts 1 second less than it should. If you use it, it's supposed to last 3 seconds. On the website, it says 3. And every other thing is 3. But it's 2 for some reason. So I actually think it's bugged. If they fix it, like, that second's kind of huge. I don't know. Roger's annoying, overpowered. I mean, yeah, but annoying and they kind of go hand in hand a lot of the time. Especially in low ranks. Like, if something's annoying, that's so much stronger than it being strong when people, like, tilt easily. Yeah. No disrespect, you just hadn't heard of OBS. True, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, I guess moving on, because that was a very long discussion. Guys, I love new internet. That new internet smell, it's awesome. Anyway, make Mr. Fantastic's transform and input. I don't like it. I look. This is a very I'm biased thing. I don't like this one. I kind of like that you have to manage it. It's bad. It's bad. I like playing Thing, but he explodes at the end. Yeah, Thing is you kind of have to have dive in the game for Thing to work because he just gets poked down. I think they should give him. It should. Yeah, Windows is being loud because OBS keeps cutting out. I don't know. If it gets bad, I might end it like a little earlier than I'd want, and we can do something Sunday. Anyways, I don't like this one, but that's a me issue, so it's not necessarily bad. Honestly, most people would probably enjoy this. It's just a me issue. Jeff should have 10 nerfed spits. I don't like this one. I don't think I like this one. Bennett fan 69, by the way. No, I can't even lie. I do like Bennett. Yeah, thing is kind of he only beats dive and it's boring because you just yeah, that's fair. Uh yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this. This is a lot and and like I'm kind of getting an idea of it and I don't like the direction it's pushing in. I don't think there's anything wrong with micro missiles in overdrive mode, but in his default state, yeah, it sucks. So what dudes in the default state you can shoot in the same wait, what? That way, an overdrive shoots a 30 amendment. This is hard to read. Nerf AoE, but yeah, I mean, that's what yeah, pretty much. I gotta get my hand off that table. I gotta stop putting my hand on the rickety table that I have my mic on because it was probably super loud and annoying. Or maybe I just put my mic on like a stand. Billy, I remember you. I saw your comment, and I don't. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about giving her headshot damage. It's kind of weird. I do like the idea of moving more of her power into Spear, though, because that is the aim ability, but I just don't think that's how I would do it. Goes back to old Jeff. Maybe. I don't know. I'm more control over Reed's buff form. This was actually something I did think about for Reed. I had a lot of thoughts for Reed. One of the things I thought about is like, what if your shift like consumed it? So instead, if it was like you could use it up and down, but it like consumed your meter instead of it just being on a timer. That was something, but I felt like it was a little too much, and also I wasn't entirely sure. You can use this miss. Okay, thank you for reading for me, Nuclear. I'm too busy having a terrible internet connection. Yeah, I guess this is kind of what I said, pretty much. Devs let Spidey get a swing on kill. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Spider-Man having a way to get his resources back is a good idea. All good. Thank you. Oh my god, this one. What the fuck? Dude, you'd summon 2 clones behind a guy and you one-shot, like, 300 health. It's like, why? This is such a strange way of doing it. Yeah, Spider-Man can't get a kill anyways. Yeah, that is true. Uppercut and Tracer on kill. Almost always has. But he uses his swings for like combos and like zip sometimes. I don't know. Spider-Man mains seem to want their swings more than their uppercuts. but I don't know. He and BP need to rework bad? I don't know. I think rework is a bit strong of a word, but maybe that's just because it's strong in my mind. Squirrel Girl's main attack do less damage the further away. This is like, you're on the right track, but this is not, I don't think this is the best way to do it. I would do it differently, but like, you know, you're thinking with your head, you know? They suck to play or play against. True, Ryan! That's why Ryan's the mod, because he's always right. Yeah. Yeah, okay, Spider-Man is... I'm right about that. Good. I know a little bit about Spider-Man. Every anchor has their season bonus active, as it doesn't make... Yeah, I mean, this isn't really, like, along the lines of what I'm saying, but it's, like, true. It's dumb. Will Daredevil added... What? You can't seem to hit Daredevil when dives taking half-screen hitboxes? Might be a skill issue. Might be. Yeah, Black Panther just needs, like, a way to counter him. I think there was actually... I had plans of doing, like, a rehash of Black Panther, because I went over him at the start, but I wanted to do it again, and the idea was, like... Because Black Panther is good against groups, what if he was less good against single people, and so the counterplay to Black Panther was splitting up? Because that would probably be at least a little bit more fun to play against. So they are needed. Reworks? Is that a rework in your mind? Is that a rework to you? Because that's not a rework to me. Yo, I like that. Yeah, it's the same... It's the same thing as Wolverine being like a diver who can dive tanks, but he can't really deal with squishies. This is actually literally the exact thing. Basically, I'm just saying what I'll say in the long form video. Although I guess I don't bring up the Black Panther part, but I like heavily imply it. I don't know. Maybe if I do something like full larger reworks just for a more fun thing. True, the dive chains are fun. That lets him keep the dive chains because you can just counter them by splitting up, but sometimes you can't split up. It also gives some synergy with other divers because other divers are good against single isolated targets, which is kind of interesting. And I think it's fair because you're committing both your duelists to dive, so you have like no poke. I think it would be a very nice and healthy way to do it. Yeah. Because, like, if he's really that much of a problem, just don't stand near your friends. Just socially distance and you're fine. But then you have to deal with the consequences of social distancing. I don't know. Maybe I'll make, like, an actual video on that at some point in time. Probably it... I don't even know if I'll get to it by the end of the year. Maybe. Maybe. Gun games don't cause violence, lag does. True, I'm gonna kill... I don't know if I can say that, actually. It might be TOS. I should really read the TOS. Okay, this guy can't hit Daredevil. That's cool. Ultron a passive for each tick of primary gives healing. Okay, so healing off of primary. Yeah. I mean, it's healing off of primary. I like this. What's the problem with AG Sterling? We did that. That was the last two streams that I said I would edit and then didn't because I got busy. Oh, it's Batar! I featured him in this video. Yeah, it doesn't... Yeah. I don't know. I like the concept. And I saw, when I, like, browsed Black Panther mains, people don't like the concept of making his AoE on a spear smaller, apparently. Or maybe that was one guy specifically. So, you know. I'm so thirsty, man. So yeah, I think that would be a very healthy way to do it. Give Ultron something to... Yeah, he needs something. I don't think anyone's disagreeing. Is this... This is just the thing that I said already, except you're taking a lot to say it. I like Mammal Bond. I don't know why they made it so much more costly. It's not 15 seconds. You know what? I'll hard it. I mean, my concept was I forget the one thing I thought of when I thought of it for like a second was if the marks like exploded as a part of the damage. So like when you hit the mark, it doesn't AoE. So if you're popping multiple marks, they're hitting like everyone to increase your damage. It actually lagged for a while, has it? Is it being good? I don't remember. I mean, Ryan will know. Ryan will tell. Mini explosions from Gambit. I would say more like Phoenix Sparks is a better comparison. Except without the. I mean, I guess he shields himself instead of healing, but it that was the initial like idea I had when I didn't write it down. He's out of lag jokes. I guess that means we're not lagging ever for the rest of the stream. Completely rework his tracers and web swings for Spidey so they're tied to... Oh, I saw this one. I kind of liked it. It was interesting. Yeah, both are good. I will probably go with the one that I made because it's the one that I made. Yeah. But I think the general concept is a good one. This one was interesting. I wanted to feature it, but I didn't feel like it for some reason. Get over here and the other one. I mean, yeah, that's basically what I said for Spider-Man. Old damage, also basically what I said for Spider-Man. Yeah, I kind of like this one. Letting him make choices. I think giving characters choices to make is such a good way to balance the game. I don't know. I like it in a character, so I like this one. I'll hard it. You can swap the drone. So like Mercy, sort of. I mean, you're already not healing anyone. I don't think Ultron needs even less healing. And like either way, you're gonna be spending like all your time on healing mode for the most part. I don't know if I like this one. More skill expression? Yeah. I mean, I play Penny, and Penny is kind of just a decision character. Same with Fent. But, you know. I mean, that's basically all of Cloak and Dagger's difficulty. Remove pulling off the map? Yeah, that's what I said. Only do... Okay, this one... Spear do less damage. I saw a rework for Black Panther that made it so the spear do less damage, but when you dash through a mark, it does damage to that target. Just stop the spear dash dash. So you have to trigger it? That's... I mean, that would be a good way to stop that combo specifically. Yeah. Pulling off map. I don't know why it would be you can only do it if they're off the ground. That's weird. I get the idea is that you uppercut them, but like, do they stay in the air that long? And then this is just Spider-Man. Cloak and Dagger, okay, look, they're not exactly aim intensive, but like, you know, it's a management character. It is the Civilization 6 of Marvel Rivals characters. Like there's, you know, people say she has no difficulty, but I think that's like almost a lie. She's definitely got like some... I mean, clearly if all the Cloak and Dagger players are, you know, if they're dying, then clearly it must have skill. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, this is basically what I said, and then some Spider-Man combo stuff that I'm not a good enough Spider-Man player to know. Nerf the health of the shield for Emma. I don't know. That's kind of a utility thing. I would rather nerf her damage. Making Black Panther's twirl ability needed for his one-shot combo could make it so that he keeps the one-shot. Low to mid. Yeah, low skill floor. I don't think it's like a high skill ceiling. At the end of the day, like the abilities, you're not really thinking too hard when you're using the abilities. It's just like when you use them. Which, I mean, they're impactful, so it's important that you use them right. But I don't know if I would put her too high of a skill floor. I mean, ceiling. Yeah, I don't know. I think these are just like different things than what I would do, but it's like the same. High skill floor. Add Adam to Rocket Jeff team up. Just let everyone ride Groot. Put everyone on the team up. I wanna make a Groot totem pole. What if the anchors of the team ups had an ability based on the reverses powers? I mean, like, kind of. Like, the whole point of the team ups is to give the anchors stuff to do. It's not like, you know, I'm not giving Phoenix Wolverine's rage, but it's like, it's giving them stuff to do. This is also just not really what I'm saying, though. So, Ultron reworked quite a bit. 2 drones. What does the 2 drones come from? That has to be someone like a content creator said that, because I see it too often for it to be just something that everyone collectively thought. Oh wait, no, this is different. Oh, this one, the respawn beacons for Ultron specifically. I don't like this one. Ultron's already so hard to kill for a lot of people. If he could bring himself back, it would just be too much, I think. True. Loki copies Groot to get on him, then enemy Groot gets on the enemy Loki, copies Groot. True. It would be fun. Make the marks breaking cause the extra drone healing to the drone of a person who broke it. Self shoots. This is a lot. And I don't know how I feel. Devs just love to add +1 to abilities. True. They love, what's that one Risk of Rain item? Backup magazine? They're backup magazine pilled. You should be able to skip resonance. Actually, that's actually such a good point, Ryan. That's actually so true. You should be able to just say, no, I don't think I'll come back. Ryan, you're kind of a genius. This is... Okay, OBS is down. This is taking a while. This is crazy. I mean, I'm definitely getting distracted in tangents. I don't know how far I am, though. But I want to get people. Because I want to feature everyone. I don't know. Maybe I'll just go through... For the future, I think the way I'd structure it is I just go through and I give priority to anyone who's actually here. But I'll just go through and, like, talk about them. It's also annoying seeing my beacon has now been wasted on a really bad team up when it... I mean, objectively, the really bad teammate is probably just going to take it anyways. But, like, you know. If he's, like, a chill guy. It would also buff Rocket in higher levels of play. Or make him slightly easier to play, which I think is good. Because Rocket is a bit of a low-tier stomper. He could use some way to be better at more, like, coordinated, higher levels of play. So, I still think it's a good idea. Hawkeye video. The one-shot is definitely not amazing for the game. Oh my god, dude. Okay, let's get this. Blast arrows aren't bad, you're using them wrong. Dude, this is actually my this is my bingo sheet for the Hawkeye video. Actually, one-shots are okay for the game, and blast arrows aren't bad. It's a really bad bingo sheet, because it only has 2 things. Dude, it's actually... I'm sorry, Hawkeye fans, you're coping. You're coping over blast arrows. I think I might go on another tangent, because I get pissed off when I see comments on the Hawkeye video. The Extron boss fight seems to be better, lore accurate, because slapping everyone on Krakoa until Doom 29. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of mutants, so I'd rather them not do Krakoa, but it would be fun, probably, for people who care. I'm sure it'd be fun anyway. I just wouldn't care about the lore. I want to... Actually, I don't know what PvE I want. Anyways, this comment. Blast arrows can do big damage very close and one-shot people. Gee, if only Hawkeye had a way to one-shot people, guys. If only Hawkeye had a method of instantly killing people. This is like, this is the one thing that pisses me off. Like, come on, guys. Why do people act like blast arrows is good? It's not. Yeah, okay, you still recognize that they need buffs at least. His ult start time is fine. It's very strong. Is it that strong? I feel like it's not that strong. Should do CC when fully charged? I don't know if Hawkeye needs more CC, but they should... I don't know. That is not the buff I would give. No one likes mutants. Every time mutants are involved, everyone has to be... I mean more in like the meta sense of like me as a human real person. I don't know. They keep on adding mutants, and I kind of don't care about mutants, and I kind of wish they would add anyone else. But then we get Phoenix, we get Rogue and Gambit and Cyclops, and we get Emma Frost, and we get... I guess that's actually all the mutants they've added. But it's a lot. Did the arrows knock back or no? They don't. I think stacking it on top of his slash is maybe kind of weird, but it could work. Ryan, can you say lag? Thank you. Guys, the jokes write themselves. Can I be... Why am I up here making jokes? This guy's got the funny down. Guys, how do we feel about like Sunday? Like, I cut it early so that I can fix lag, and then we can have a lag-free stream on like Sunday. How does the class feel? Because it's kind of getting on my nerves. I kill one shot. Would you build? Sure, I can do your comment. Which video is it on? Yeah, actually, does anyone here have any comments I want to cover specifically? Mutants. Yeah, I want... True! I want villains! Mine's this one? Wait, Ryan, where are you? Where are you? Can I just, like... Can I look for it? Ryan... Awesome. 29. I don't know how to do this. The first outsourcing vid? This is the first outsourcing vid, I think. I don't know how to find people. Oh, that's not how I spell it? How do I spell it? Ryal-some. Oh, that's cool. Did I misspell it again? No, that is correct. Like, Rye. Awesome. And there's no E there. Huh. That's so interesting. Maybe I could control F in the actual video itself. No, I'd have to load all the comments. And now we're on slop. Okay. Do you just want to put it in the chat and then I respond through chat? I could do that. Sort by likes, I have 13. Okay, Ryan's actually the GOAT, so we're just going to sort by likes. Top comments. Okay, 70, 216. Why is this a top comment? This has 1 like. I mean, if I responded to yours, then it might not be there, but maybe... Oh, we got Wyatt here. Let's go. If Strange had more magic, because right now he's a mediocre wizard than Sorcerer Supreme. One part of his kit that's lacking is his anti-dive tool. Besides Root and Strange, he has no answer to dive. Some may explode, but when I tried to do that, 90%, I either don't have charge, they get away in time, so I have a Sue-ish push-pull. You suggest a Sue-ish push-pull away from himself in all directions. This could be a team-up added to his kit. I am personally not big on adding abilities, so if I were to add this, it would probably be a team-up. It's maybe scary, but Strange is he's kind of getting power creep, so this could be a thing that you could do to like help that. And protect supports, give it frontline danger. Yeah. I mean, he is a little vulnerable to just getting walked past. I don't know. It's sort of it's a tricky slope to walk on just because Strange has so many like good things in his kit. Maybe they could make his shift go a little bit like... You remember at the start of the game where people would go really far with the shift because it was based on your frame rate? Like something like that could be cool. I guess. Yeah. Definitely not my style though. I just do things differently. Okay, Contra Fist, Bennett Fan, No Stoke, Jellyfish, Tax Evasion, David Cooper, Firefox. Mashra, come on. Where is any people that I know? What happened here? Why are there like a ton of replies? I guess it's just people arguing about Black Panther. That makes sense. I should really try to figure out a way to search these better. Okay, Bennett Fan has appeared multiple times. Oh, here we got... This is someone. This is Pepe. Give Spider-Man and Black Panther reduced cooldowns like Magic Slash. Ihazan. Like Magic Slash, the Iron Fist punches, or Psy M1. Okay. Do you got... Okay, is there a comment section to streams before the chat appears? Or is it chat until it stops being a thing? It's very laggy. Because it would probably be a lot faster if you all just put it in the chat and then I could go through it. It's chat before 2. What? Mine's about Fantastic the Goat. I mean, if you put it in the chat, I will review it. Just because searching through individual videos is a little miserable, kind of. I guess I'll do this one in the meantime, though, because I managed to find it. Spider-Man could reduce his pull cooldown each time he kills somebody using the pull and not going towards them. I don't know about using combos. I don't know what these are. Let me reread that so I like fully process. Let me let it marinate in my mind for a second. Reduce his pull cooldown every time he kills somebody using the pull and not going towards them. It's basically an essay on dive. Yours goes over the text amount. Shoot. It's not two. Doesn't let me paste it. Shoot. How do I solve this issue? You know what? Give me 1 minute. You know what? I'll finish this guy. I think, yeah, Spider-Man getting resources back on kill is something that I know is very popular, and I think it is a good thing to do because he wants Spider-Man. Black Panther reduces spear cooldown each time he dashes through a marked enemy. This is a little scary because it kind of, you know, lets him just be recursive. He gains kick again through killing someone with dash. Damage nerf, increasing uptime. Yeah, I guess if it comes with a damage nerf, then it is fine. Reward skill. Yeah. I could see both of these working. Pretty well. I'm not knowledgeable enough on Spider-Man to really understand what you're saying, but I know that a lot of Spider-Man players say that. Fantastic should be able to use his big form on command and has 3 seconds to do so. Distended grip and ult should do more damage. I personally am not a big fan of it takes 10 seconds to reconnect. Yeah, I don't like big mode on command. I'm just not a big fan of it, but I know a lot of other Fantastics want it, so, you know. It's mostly a me issue. Distended grip and ult doing more damage. I definitely the ult. The ult feels kind of underwhelming at times, but it's also like if it does a lot of damage, it's kind of scary because you can't really run from it. Dive is hilariously bad or overpowered for the game. Currently, Dive is mostly dead. The only actually good Dive characters that provide value are Venom and Cap. It's too much CC for Hulk to be on. Here, you know what? I'm gonna do this. How to find individual comments. Same level as Cap and the symbiote. Is every little thing resets his jump. Yeah, Sai is good dive, but Sai is weird dive. Yeah, I think a lot of the traditional dive is bad. But like stuff like Psylocke is good. More incoming, by the way. Iron Fist is bad at diving with all the support buffs. Yeah, I think they kind of just are being weird about Iron Fist. They're pushing him to being like a tank, which is weird. Or tank buster. Ult combos are gone. Magic is more of a brawl. Reed Richards can't get elasticity in his ult. Spider Command can only... It's bad, dude. Yeah, Daredevil is good. He's... Yeah. I think... Okay, your rework... That's my rework, though. I mean, maybe when you come out, like, it starts you off higher. I could see that. You know what I think it is? Dive has a lot of counters. You know what my opinion on what the problem with Dive is? This is something that's going to be in the long form. Sorry for spoiling literally every part of it. Is that there is too much self-healing. I think this stream would be so good if it did not constantly have disconnections. Yeah, when supports can just like use their self-healing abilities and not even have to pay attention to Dive, it makes it so that Dive has to get kills to be good. And so it leads to this scenario where Dive is either really good because they can get the kills consistently or really bad because they can't. So I think support should have to actually like pay attention to Dive. So I just think that self-healing on supports should be like kind of nuked. That it's a little, you know, excessive, but I think that self-healing should be treated as a much more valuable thing than it is. Like Luna Snow effectively has like 500 base health. It's the dumbest thing in the world. Cloak and Dagger can just bubble at her feet and survive anything. Invis being able to put her shield on herself now, it's like it is the source of the issue in my opinion. Because I think if you nerf that, then you can lower Dive's damage too, and then Dive would feel better because even if you don't do anything, you're still gaining value for your team. Because you're actually managing to distract supports. Delete Dive from the game, best balance. I don't know about that. I think we can make it work. Fully agree. The bubble is the one that annoys me. True! Dude, I hate that bubble. The bubble out heals big mode fantastic. I use my essay for the long form. I poured my heart and soul in the long form. Also, I already scripted the long form. I'm just editing it, so it's... Like, I fully agree with you. In every way. Rivals needs to lower the CC. You know what I think about the CC in Rivals? I think that not everything should be a stun. I think we should have more alternative CC. Like Squirrel Girl's root, or maybe like silences, because I don't think every ability needs to be a stun. Self-healing and poke. Yeah, no. I do think there's a bit too much stun on characters who don't need it. Like, poke doesn't need stuns as much. I think, like, Hela's little pull that she gets should be, like, the strongest a stun is on a poke character. If that makes sense. Like, it should be shorter. Maybe if Phoenix was, like, more of a concuss. Although, I don't really know if... I don't know. I just think, like, I wish there were... Cite you as an academic source? I'm not like this is we came to the same conclusion though. I don't know. I already have a pretty packed bit for that whole section. I don't know if I can realistically fit you in, but it's a very good. It's a good bit. I think people will like it. There should be a hero whose kit is around CC, and here's Poke should be weaker to dive. True! Poke should be weaker to dive. It's dumb that it's not. What about the triangle? Stun could be like Wanda Bubble where it stuns but it starts up. It's Dagger the healer. Maybe. Oh. Ryan took that one back. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like... Yeah. Is there anyone that I missed? Did I miss anyone right now? Duck Guy. I don't think I ever actually got to what you said. I think you... It was too long. Do you wanna take your turn in the spotlight? Oh, Ryan too. Ryan's a mod though. Do we give Ryan priority? Actually, do we want to do a poll? Actually, if we do a poll, Ryan's gonna win. Hold up, let me send it. Ryan, do you want to send? It's like, I don't know. Maybe I'll just scroll through to see if I can find Ryan first before you send. Duck first? This is why Ryan's the GOAT. Still can't get why they buffed Invis's shield. I think they just weren't thinking about the fact that it would let her self-heal. Honestly, I think if it didn't have any healing tied to it... No, it'd still be strong, because you can, like, block Meg. No, I thought about it for, like, half a second. We got a Rocket one. Rocket can be boring. The issue is that he's played in backline when it makes sense for him to be able to push. I agree. He is boring. Be more aggressive. Okay. I like where that's going. I like the idea, the concept. And be more aggressive. I mean, that's the same thing. I imagine you're copying and pasting. Give an ability in Planetary Palace where you can hop around onto teammates, which gives them damage boosts and incentivizes them to push up. There are multiple things happening at once. Invis absolutely. Okay, so Rocket can hop onto teammates, is what I'm reading, and then nerf his healing drop-off, so you have to be in the fight. So his healing fall-off's faster, increases dash range. I don't know about letting him just hop on. Yeah, I think Rocket should be faster swapping down. It's like, I like what I just, specifically, it's the change of hopping onto allies, which I'm not certain about, but I do like the other stuff. I think he should be rewarded for playing more aggressive. Okay. What do we get? I'll go Ryan next. Having Black Widow Sniper cause explosion damage after a small amount of time so the headshot with explosion can one-shot 250 HP, but if they get healed before the explosion... I think... God, it would be so much easier to keep up with comments if I didn't have to take a 10-second break whenever OBS felt like it. I don't know, because I think it would just be like, you have to have your support heal you then, and if not... It's like, it's the same issue when... I'm actually, they're bombing my router. The lag hates you. Yeah. The concept of giving her a second little tick follow-up is something that I've seen a lot, and I think it could work. I don't know if I would want to make it automatic, though, because... I don't know. I think making it conditional would be better. Think Invis could go down to 250. I mean, she could, but I would rather nerf her shield. I would rather make it so that she can't put it on herself again, to be honest. But people would get mad for some reason, even though she was already the best character in the game. Fantastic having his punches go back faster. Hello, Jeff the Land Shark 01. You missed my whole spiel on Jeff like an hour ago. Yeah. Dude, you know what it is? It's the stupid, like, you do the first 3 hits of Fantastic's thing, and then you actually take, like, a genuine year to do the next 3 hits. And it does exactly 240 damage. And so you do the first 3 hits, and then they're on 10 health, and then you just sit here, and you sit, and you just think for, like, 5 minutes. Support Strike, I see your comment. I agreed. Supports are whiny. A lot of like supports on social media are kind of whiny. I'm not gonna lie. It's not all of them. There are definitely a lot of good supports who like are good, but like they kind of complain a little. Aimbot heroes, I think they have a place. Not every character should be aim intensive. Um, it should be compensated for though. There should be other ways to have skill expression. Support strike. I thought the support strike. Okay, the start of the support strike where it was supports were getting less ranked points because healing was valued left. That was dumb. They were valid for that. The other stuff is yeah, tanks also went on strike. Yeah, and it was dumb. Like the you know what it is? It's the Shen mains. Shen in League of Legends. That's where it kind of started, or maybe it started in like Apex or something. But the strikes are stupid unless it's like an actual good reason, and then it's fair. Guys, it is back to back. It is going crazy. Aimbot here is bad. Where do we go? Dan Shems. You can say it. I will try to say it back. My internet connection might not let me, but you can let it rip. Support strike was kind of valid. DPS players are toxic. So are support players. It's like you're also being toxic. It's toxic, but in a very sparkly package. You know, there's more than one way to be toxic. Yeah, I think that Jeff the Land Shark. I think that characters that don't rely on aim should have other skill expression. Like I said in the Scarlet Witch video, DPS is meant to be the best person on the team. True. Uh, Mechanically, DPSs are the most intensive. Giving Fantastic a quick melee? Hmm. So, kind of like Cap's shield, like animation cancel, I guess. Yeah, that dagger clip is bad. I think anti CC and anti heals are too common. I mean, it's maybe anti dive should be more mechanical skill. I mean, yes, anti dive should take mechanical skill because anti dive should take your brain power and it should take away your focus from healing. Very good point. I think the actual skillless anti dive is self healing. Fantastic having a closer. I don't know how I feel about that. That's a very tough question. Can I put someone in timeout? I'll just remove it. Wait, can I pick who? Ryan? Execute Jeff the Land Shark. Put him in timeout, and then take him out immediately after. Hot take, everyone sucks ass, tank, DPS, and healer. I think it's, sometimes you have bad players. No? Okay, well then just pick someone. Go for it. Tanks are usually better, but I've seen my fair share of toxic. Yeah, everyone can be toxic. It's just variable. Sorry, Jeff. Can you imagine? Can you imagine a Cloak and Dagger clip? Do people upload Cloak and Dagger clips? What clip are you posting? There's no mechanical skill in the character. I hate to laugh at the Cloak and Dagger mains, but they're just so easy to point at. I'm sorry. Anyways, yeah. Okay. Fantastic, his ego through shields. Actually, one-shot Strange is not that hard so long as you have your resources. Okay, I'm gonna get it in before the next disconnection. Anti-CC and anti-heals being common. Yes, a little bit. It's very obnoxious, and I wish there was a little bit less, or if it was harder to use. Like, Gambit does not need 3 different ways, or no, it's 2 different ways to cleanse your CC. Yeah, Cloak and Dagger gets dunked on. There's definitely, yeah, I think Moon Knight's a good example of heroes feeling bad, but it's also like, you know, to clarify, I'm a flex player. Yeah. Whoa, that's crazy, Ryan. That is crazy. Dude, Rivals players are mean. They're actually not that mean. They're kind of tame. Flex player? Yeah. Okay. Rogue gonna be a tank? I don't really know. She's a mutant, so I kind of don't care. But I mean, I guess I'm excited because that's like something to talk about. Brawler probably tank. I want a main tank. Can we get another main tank? We've just been getting off tanks, and I don't like them. I don't know. Yeah, people will probably. I don't think Rogue is gonna be a DPS though. Rebels community sucks. I don't know. They're bad members, but I think in general it's a good community. I mean, there are bad apples in every batch. It's just the question of do you throw out the rest of the bunch? I doubt she will be a tank. I don't know. I don't really care either way, so long as we get a tank in season 5 at some point. Or 6. 6 is the next one. This has been good. I got through a couple people. I got through like a fifth of one of the videos. No main tank. Yeah, I just like we got Emma and then we got Angela and the thing. And like they're all off tanks. So I think that's kind of why like mag jail is such a thing. They've added so many girl tanks. I guess we only had Penny at the start. Wish her flying basic attack was faster. That's fair. 3 main tanks, we definitely need more. True. You know what? I could end it now, because the internet connection is really bad. Or I could play TFT. Any of you play TFT? Teamfight Tactics? I've been itching to play some Teamfight Tactics. Nope. Damn. Never mind. Okay, Ryan says wait though, so I wait. It's like it's like that one Ultron game mode that you all played, definitely. I don't know. You all know auto chess. New season is already. Guys, congratulations. Say hello to our new moderator, Jack of all trades. Jack of all trades, do you want to say... My internet's very bad, if you haven't noticed. Yeah, Ultron Battle Matrix is the one. I think give Bucky more CC. Let me out. Let me out of internet jail. If I get buff, what? I mean, I kind of made my point on like every character. What I would buff and nerf. But I guess what I think is most important. Nerf Cloak and Dagger because I really hate her shield, and buff Mr. Fantastic because I'm a Mr. Fantastic man. I'm biased. It's kind of biased. It's extremely biased, but it is what I would do. I don't know. I don't really think they're like super severe changes. I mean, Jack of all trades, you know what I complain about. Can I tell them who you are, by the way? This is the same question I asked Mihail. Go for it. I know him in real life. So that's why he got mod, like, immediately. Angela's speed buff was annoying. I mean, Angela, actually, you know what? I did fight one really annoying Angela. You can still... What am I... Ability for Mr. Fantastic from another character? I don't think I'd take one from another character. I don't know. He's just such a... I think I love his uniqueness. So I don't think I would. Sorry, I gotta go. Honestly, I might go too, because this lag is getting on my nerves. So I guess I'll just call it here. If that's cool with everyone. I think we've gotten through everyone. I don't think anyone else has something that they want to say. We're all good. Hope the internet is better. Hopefully, apparently it's supposed to update at some point. I can force it to do it manually, but I set up the internet like 2 minutes before the stream, so I didn't want to update. See you, Jeff. Yeah, no, I'd say this was fairly successful. I might stream again on Sunday if I feel like I want to do more, or I might not. It's up to me.